Hey everybody, good evening. So, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 23rd of March and we are now live in New York session over here. So, let's get started. So, let's have a look at GBP JPY. So, let's have a look over here. Okay, so this was a pretty nice trade yesterday we had, and from there the market just went all the way down. I think it should be above 150 pips. So it just went down and almost 227 pips. Really nice. So let's remove all the drawings from here and let's start with the fresh analysis. Okay, so if we talk about the daily time frame over here, then daily time frame, let's have a look on the daily. So now the daily time frame looks like it's kind of a consolidation in a consolidation zone, and let me just check my mic. Yeah, the mic is working perfectly fine, and yeah. So the daily time frame is in a consolidation zone, and if we look at the candles right now, then there was a support formed over here, as we have already talked about in the past few days. So there was a support over here and the market just went down, created another level of support over here. And right now, if we by drawing another support over here, we can clearly see that the market is clearly ranging right now between these two price levels. So but if we look at the overall direction of the market, then it looks like that it is going down right now, and maybe there is a possibility of going down from here, but we really can be sure right now, because the thing is it's in a range and we don't know on which side of the range the market's gonna break. So that's why we just have to wait and watch the market and analyze, so that whenever we will get our opportunity, we can really take the trade. So now after the daily time frame, let's now switch to the 4-hour time frame, because to get more clarity about the market over here, let me just squeeze it a little bit. Okay, now it looks good. So let me just delete. Okay, so the market was moving in a range, then it broke above this area and it closed like this. It created a high over here, right? So the market created a high at this point. After that, it just went back and stabilized its price below this area over here, 162.038 area, and now it has created a support down over here. Okay, so now it has created a support down over here. So we have to see whether this candle closes like a bearish one, the 4-hour one, the 4-hour candle will be closing like a bearish one, or what's gonna happen over here. Because if we look on other left over here as well, then we can clearly see that this area has been a range. If you look over here, there is a range. Then if you look over here, that's ranging as well. And right now as well, the market just went inside this area from the left, and now this candle over here is also rejecting and stabilizing its price above this price over here, 161.405. So it's stabilizing its price above this area. So to take a sell trade or to look for sells, what I might look for is I might look for the next candle to wake up and break the low of the previous candle and then continue to move down. So this was about the 4-hour only, and let's have a look on the 1-hour to get more clarity about the market. So by looking at the 1-hour time frame over here, let me just remove all the drawings, and so the 4 okay, let's just not delete all the drawings. So we are gonna just readjust the levels. Actually, the thing is, I really am not liking the way GBP JPY is moving, because the thing is, the way it's moving right now is just consolidation and nothing else. So we have to be very very careful whenever the market is like this, because this is where most of the traders makes the mistake of force trading, or they just feel the FOMO thing over here, that they're gonna miss some opportunity. But in reality, there is no opportunity in these kind of markets. The only opportunity I can see over here is that a buy trade. But the thing is, if we look at the current 1 hour candle, it did broke above the high of the previous this 1 hour candle over here. But what happened over here is it rejected the higher prices, and it just closed like a bearish candle right now, closing like a bearish candle right now. So we can't say anything much about this thing over here. Sorry guys, I was on a call. And so now let's continue with our analysis over here. So I was talking about this specific candle over here, that it went up, broke the high of the previous one, but it finally rejected, and now it's coming back down. It was looking like a bearish one. So whenever don't we are not getting any clarity in a time frame or in some scenario, so the best part over here is, which everyone can do, is that switch to a lower time frame. So now from the 1 hour we are going to switch to the 1 hour, because look at this. We know that there is a clean range in the 1 hour time frame, right? But we also know that there is a warning area as well, which is coming up over here. And we also know that by looking at the market, that the market has already tried to go into these prices, but it failed one time. So maybe it can move up, but on the other hand as well, if you look on the other hand as well, then uh, I'm not pretty sure by looking at this rejection over here. Now we are getting more information by looking at the 30-minute time frame. What information we are getting over here, let's have a look at that. So if we just squeeze the graph a little bit, then the information we are getting over here is, let me just readjust these areas. So yeah, now this area is looking good. And if we look at the current area over here, then there is a support formation over here when the market went up, broke above this level, and then came back down to the same level, and now it just went up and filled this area over here, right? So that means this is a high which was created by the market. And if we look on some left side over here, then we have this area as well. So now by combining these two areas together, we can say that if there is a buy, then the buy can be good above 161.800 area, right? And we have to be very very careful, because if we have this candle straight going up and closing over here, that means the move has already been done from this point to this point, straight up move. So then in these kind of cases, many traders, what mistake they do is they just start taking the trades on the next candle only whenever they are breaking the high. But the thing is, what you have to do is you have to wait for the market to create some sort of support, so that to support the market to move up, and it will also support your idea. So you just have to wait for a clean and proper setup in which you can really take the trade, and basically in which you will feel really confident about the trade or the setup, right? So this was all the analysis about the GBP JPY right now, and 13 minutes left for the current candle to close, and I'm gonna wait for the 30-minute candle to close first, and after that I'm gonna see what I have to do in GBP JPY. Also on the other hand, let me just have a look on the news as well, because news are also a very important part. Okay, so in 13 minutes there is initial jobless claims. Okay, so that means clearly after 13 minutes there will be news coming in, and whenever there is a news comes in, like this is a very high kind of a news, so and news will affect the market for the next like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So I think that for the next 1 hour there cannot be any trade we can go for, because there is news. So there is no point of analyzing the market right now. We have to wait for the news to come in and then move the market. So we just have to wait over here. Yeah, no option. We don't have any option, because I don't trade the news as well. So let's just wait and watch. So let's talk about the gold over here. This was from yesterday, so we were waiting. Yeah, so we were waiting for the market to move up or down from here, because the market was consolidating, and this candle went up and this candle went straight up inside this area. So look at this, guys. There is some knowledge I want to provide you guys, that see, this candle was a huge bullish candle straight up in this area, right? And this is the 1 hour, and the next candle, it did broke the high of the 1 hour candle, right? So this is the point where most of the traders makes the mistake. When this candle was breaking the high, and even though it has created a low maybe earlier, they start taking the trades over here in this point, and they call it as an impulse trade, right? But what they forget is the move has already been done from this point to this point. Okay, let me just draw something over here. So the move has already been done from this point to this point, right? So whenever you see this kind of a move already happened, and a candle has already broken and closed above some area of support or resistance, You only just have to wait for a retracement, okay? And whenever there is a retracement coming in, you just wait for a support to be formed, and then you enter the trade. See, exact same thing happened over here as well. So this same thing over here happens in the market daily. Trust me guys, this same setup is there in the market on daily basis. If not daily, then maybe there is a skip of one day only, and then again you are getting this setup, right? So just wait and let the market create a setup for you. Do not, rush your trades, because if you do that, then you will be just, end up losing your money or end up just managing your losses. Because I can say this to you guys, because I was in your spot also some time ago, but right now I'm just focused on how to be very very patient in the market, because that's the real hard part. Trading is not really hard. Trading is very easy. It's just the most hard part is to be very patient. Whenever you see candles moving, they the traders really gets excited, and whenever they see big candles forming, they get more excited. But what happens is they just end up losing their money because of lack of patience. So just be patient always. So now if we look at the goal over here, suppose there was no news, and we have to look for some setup, then above this area we can look for buys, because there is a clean range and market can potentially tap this area sometimes. So maybe the news will be pushing the price all the way up, maybe there's a new high formation happening, so who knows, let's see. Okay, so look over here, GBP JPY candle is now moving up. If I look at the 15 minutes, nah, it's a total risky trade, so I'm just gonna stay out of this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just wait for this candle to close over here, and then I need a support formation somewhere over here. So let's see what happens, because right now nothing is happening in the market, and we all also having news which is coming in like 7 minutes, so we can just wait and watch. So in the meantime, if anybody of you has took some trades or something they want to share live with us, then just drop their links or pictures links on the chat section, and I'm gonna show your chat or show your analysis over here on my stream, so that everybody can learn from your analysis as well. Because if there are 100 people, those 100 people are having 100 ideas of trading, and whenever there are so many ideas, it can get really confusing, like which idea suits the best for you. But the thing is, you really have to find your own idea, because the more people you will be talking to, the more people you are asking about their strategies, their winning their secrets. But the thing is, you really have to find your own trading technique, because everybody is having different mindsets, and everybody trades according to their different mindsets. So whenever we see someone who trades really well, or who's earning a lot of money on the internet or YouTube, then just don't copy everything from his idea, or from his technique. Just start thinking like how much comfortable you are in trading by his idea, and then make something new out of it. Just take the idea and then create something of your own. So by doing that, you will be feeling comfortable, because there is some percentage ratio in that idea in which you are feeling comfortable, right? So because there are many people who are not comfortable in managing the risk I am managing, and there are some people who has maybe better risk management than me, because they have invented something of their own. So just do something of your own and just take the idea from rest of the persons. So that's the advice to, to all the traders who are new and who really wants to uh, learn something useful from the knowledge I have, and from the traders all over who are really successful. So just make something of your own. So now, before the news, there's another knowledge I want to share with everybody. That before the news, what candles really do is they really makes the people, think that it's gonna go up, right? Like if you look at the current example over here, which is here in GBP JPY 30-minute time frame, then if we talk about this, then this wick over here, this huge rejection wick, is a pure example, is a exact example which I'm talking about right now, is that it really shows the traders that it's gonna go in their direction. Okay, and when the traders just get inside a trade on these price areas over here, like let me just mark this area. So suppose this is the price over here, 161.804. So many traders, they just enters at this price thinking of the market to move up, but what happened is they just forgot about the news. Whenever there is a news, before the news there is a lot of manipulation happening in the market. Okay, maybe people will say that there is no manipulation in the market, but the thing is humans are running the market. Okay, human psychology, this market is totally based on human psychology, and money is transferred and money is, floating in the market by humans only. So if anybody is saying that there is no manipulation, then I really can't trust that person, because they literally forgetting that MetaTrader itself provides the tool for manipulating the market. Okay, so whenever these time comes, nobody can think that nobody can blame these MetaTrader persons, or these big banks, or basically to the humans, that they are not manipulating the market. Nobody can think like that. But in reality, because I have also personally worked with the broker as well, so I can literally tell you that on these times there is the max manipulation happens in the market. So that's why just stay out of the market whenever these times comes, like there is a news time and before the market close, or the change of the day, and yeah, these are the only times which you just have to stay out of the market. Because many people also have witnessed that whenever there is a change of the day, or whenever there is about 23:59 time, then the spreads just increase dramatically, right? Why? Because there are a lot of strategies, literally a lot of strategies, which can really fail the system by trading that 2 minutes when the market just switches to the next day. Okay, so that's why earlier there was no spread changes on those times, like I'm talking about 7 to 8 years earlier. And now these before few years ago, these changes have been made to avoid trading those strategies which literally can fail the system. So that's why. And there are many kind of strategies which literally can fail the system, and slowly all the brokers are blocking those strategies as well. So many things happens, it's just that we don't see those things. So 1 minute remaining for the current candle to close, and after that we are gonna have some up and down moves. So initial jobless claims are more, it's 193k, and actually it's expected to be more. So the previous one was 192k, expected is 193k, and actually it's about to come. And by looking at the global conditions and everything over here, I can say that yeah, initial jobless claims may be higher this time, and GPJPY gonna move up, or so let's see. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's see how the news will be reacting. Okay, nothing right now. Nothing right now. Let me just refresh. So initial jobless claims are, oh, they are less. They are 191k. So that means USD will be strong. That means gold should move down. Guys, just take this advice and don't get trapped. Let the news make its effect for the next 30 minutes at least, and after that take your trades. Just stay out of the market for the next 30 minutes at least. Even though how safe it looks like, but anything can happen at any point of time. So, and in case if still, after my advice as well, in case if there is still a person who really wants to take the trade, then just go for buys above 163.873. This should be the area you are looking to buy. Otherwise, just stay out of the market. Simple. So this is the trade you should be taking. I'm not gonna take any trade, guys. I'm just gonna stay out of the market. So the candle has formed a lower wick. Let's see if it moves up or down. Gold is just consolidating. Actually, the thing is, there's more news which is about to come. New home sales are coming in the next 1 hour 27 minutes, and after that, there is no news. Then tomorrow, Friday, let's have a look on the Friday news as well. So tomorrow there is CAD news, retail sales. Then we have this USD news as well, durable goods, and S&P global services. Yeah. So gold is trying to push the price down. GBP JPY is now pushing the price up. I think it has created this lower wick already. But it really looks like that it's gonna, create some support over here, even though this candle just breaks the high. Yeah, so I think in 15 minutes I'm gonna wait for a support to be formed, and then I'm gonna look for buys, but not before that. I'm not gonna take anything before this happens. So this is set for me for GBP JPY, and in gold I really am not seeing anything right now, so I'm just gonna wait. There might be sells below this area, and that would be a wick fill as well, and there's a clean range as well. So but still far away to go, so let's have a look on, let's just wait and watch.